Hello YouTube, my name is XMP and I'm going to be introducing my channel in this video, and also I'm going to be talking about Warlocks, which is what I usually play, and what I think about them in Mist of Pandaria so far. Well, first of all, I'm going to start off with the intro. As I said, I am XMP and I'm new to YouTube, so please show me some love. About me, I've been playing a Warlock since, well, I played a Warlock in BC. I didn't necessarily pay much attention in Wrath just because I was having fun on a Shaman or my Hunter, and I didn't really think of going over to play my Warlock ever. But yeah, I played Warlock back in Burning Crusade. I would run a SL spec, which was fun stuff. Right now I'm Affliction, which of course is the main Warlock PvP spec because of its incredible control. But yeah, so I'm going to be making a World of Warcraft based channel. I probably will be uploading some footage from other games, but you can expect mostly a lot of BG, RBG footage or walkthroughs. Arena wise, you'll probably be seeing some 3s and 5s. I don't really like 2s like at all. Like, no matter what I'm playing, I don't like 2v2 arenas. So yeah, look forward to some of that stuff if you're a Warlock looking for tips, or if you just like to watch videos. But now, time to get down to the nitty gritty of this video. I'm going to talk about my thoughts on Warlocks in Mist of Pandaria. So far, they seem like they're going to be pretty OP, at least at first. I'm sure eventually we'll get nerfed down and leveled out to whatever Blizzard's definition of level is. We've all seen rogues and mages. But basically, I'm going to talk about some talent ideas at first, and what I think the best specialization would be. Because as you know, or as you probably know, the specialization does not affect what talents you can go into anymore. It's all one talent tree. So let's see. Mainly what I have been thinking of using, I've looked at the first tier, which contains Dark Regeneration, Soul Leech, and Harvest Life. Basically, I think what Blizzard was going for, they were trying to make this tier your main healing tier. So basically what this does, Dark Regeneration, that's the first one. It regenerates 50% of your maximum health and increases all healing received by 25% over 20 seconds. Which is nice. It's like I think it's called Vampiric Blood that DKs have. So that's nice. The next thing is Soul Leech, which is where your Shadow Bolt, Incinerate, and Malefic Grasp heal you for 15% of the damage dealt. That seems pretty good as well, but only if you're specializing in destruction, because I'm not sure what Malefic Grasp is yet, and I'm not sure if I'd be using that as much in Affliction, which is what I was planning on trying out at first. So I wasn't planning on taking that. The thing that sticks out to me and looks amazing is Harvest Life. It only takes 2% of your base mana and it replaces Drain Life. What it does is it drains life from all the enemies within 15 yards of you, causing a certain amount of shadow damage. It has not been specified yet, but it restores 4% of the caster's total health every 1 second, and it lasts 6 seconds. So if you get a full duration, that would restore about 24% of your health, which can be insane. So I was thinking of going with Harvest Life for now, until I have a chance to test all the other stuff. The next tier consists of Howl of Terror, Mortal Coil, and Shadow Fury. Howl of Terror, I'm sure all you Warlocks know this. It causes 5 enemies within 10 yards to flee for 8 seconds. Mortal Coil, this is a new one. Let's see. It causes the enemy target to run in horror for 3 seconds, and the caster restores 25% of their maximum health if the target is horrified. So I'm guessing that just means if it actually goes off on the person that you cast it on, like if it's not resisted or something, which it shouldn't be, the cast, like, you would get 25% of your maximum health. So that's pretty good. I was thinking of going with that, mainly because it doesn't say it replaces Death Coil, which would be nice. And the next one is Shadow Fury, which when I was leveling my Warlock was one of my favorite spells. It was just so much fun to use. Pretty much what it is, it stuns all enemies within 8 yards for 3 seconds. When you activate it, it does that little green circle that you can place on the ground, and it does damage in that area. So that's pretty cool. What I was thinking about going with was Mortal Coil at first, and I'm definitely going to see if Shadow Fury or Howl of Terror really stick out later on when the expansion actually comes out. The next tier looks pretty cool to me. I'm really interested in one of these abilities, which I'll talk about in a second. First one is Soul Link, which we already have, sort of. But when active, all damage and healing the Warlock takes is shared with his active demon. That damage cannot be prevented. So basically it's the same thing as what it is now, which is nice because it can severely reduce some damage we take. The next one, this is the one that really appeals to me. Your demon sacrifices half its current health to shield its master for 300% of the sacrificed health. Last 20 seconds, sorry. Basically, it gives you this massive shield, and 300% of its current. Hold on 1 second. Your demon sacrifices half its current health to shield its master for 300% of the sacrificed health. So right now my demon has about 100,000 health. So that would sacrifice about 50. And so I would get a 150,000 shield up, if my math is correct. I'm not very good at math, but that just stuck out to me and it looks awesome. That could save you an arena game, especially in 3s, because 150k extra health, that's insane. The last one is Dark Bargain, and it prevents all damage for 10 seconds. But when the shield fades, 50% of the damage prevented is dealt over 20 seconds. So that's the downside to that. Sacrificial Pact was really looking good to me, so I'm gonna take that first off, see how the other stuff looks. Okay, next here consists of Blood Fear, which is like a fear, only it's instant, and it costs 10% of the maximum health. Burning Rush, which drains 5% of your total health per second to increase your movement speed by 50%, and it lasts until it's cancelled. The last one is Unbound Will, which purges all stuns, disorients, roots, and magic effects from the Warlock, but it costs 25% of the Warlock's maximum health. Basically what this tier is it's going to be taking your health to give you a pretty powerful ability. Now what I've been thinking of going with was the Unbound Will, because basically it gives me another trinket, and it's only on a 20-second cooldown. So I'm going to check that one out first of all. Next tier, this is the demon related tier. They're all Grimoire spells sort of. The first one is Grimoire of Supremacy, which lets you control stronger demons, replacing your normal minions, and these demons deal 10% additional damage and have more powerful abilities. That seems nice, but I'm kind of hooked on the current demons' abilities. Like, the extra damage would be nice, but until I figure out like how these demons work, I'm probably not going to be going into that. Well, that didn't make much sense. How am I going to figure out how they work if I don't go into it? I'll probably test it, but for now I'm not going to worry about it. The second one, this is the one that appealed to me, Grimoire of Service, and it summons a second demon who will fight with you for 30 seconds, and it's on a 2-minute cooldown. So I was thinking I could pull out like a succubus with my Fell Hunter and have some retarded seduce control along with spell locks, which would be amazing. Last one is Grimoire of Sacrifice, where you sacrifice your demon to gain increased damage and health, and it lasts for 15 minutes. Summoning another demon cancels the effect. I was not even considering this one, because I cannot fight without my minion, pretty much. I need my minion for interrupts, for damage, for purging, stuff like that, so I wasn't even considering that. We'll see how it plays out in Mists, but I'm going to go with Grimoire of Service for now. Then at level 90, this tier to me was kind of underwhelming, but what we got was, we got Archimonde's Vengeance, which you curse an enemy, causing them to suffer 30% of all the damage you take, lasting 10 seconds. And it's also got a passive effect, where enemies who attack you suffer 5% of all damage they deal to you. This effect is disabled while on cooldown. The second one is Kil'jaeden's Cunning. You can cast and channel while moving, but doing so doubles the cast time or period of the spell. That didn't really appeal to me. And the third one is Manaroth's Fury, It increases the radius of your non-talent area of effect spells by 200%. Why the hell would I use that? I don't know. So I was going to go with Archimonde's Vengeance until something else proves more useful. It'll give me a little bit of extra damage, so that's what I'm going to go with for now. So that's all good. That's what I was thinking about speccing. I will be doing an update as soon as Mists come out, or I feel like doing a video on the beta, because I haven't really played the beta too much. But yeah, so I also said I was going to talk about specialization in Mists, and I was thinking of just staying Affliction because I really like dotting. Like, I really like dots and stuff. It just seems really, really control-y, and I can just put out so much pressure, especially if we can still have Soul Swap, which I'm pretty sure we still would have. But yeah, that's great. So I'm probably gonna stay Affliction for now. See how it plays out in Mists. I'm probably gonna be speccing best to benefit me in RBGs, because that's mainly what I love to do on my Warlock. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking about the talents. There is one new ability in the Affliction tree. I haven't really looked into the demonology or the destruction trees, but that ability is Demonic Gateway, and it looks amazing. Basically, it's like a demonic circle, but for your whole party. And it's got 5 charges, but it generates 1 charge every 15 seconds, and it's only 10% of your base mana. The only downside is it's kind of a long cast. It's a 5-second cast, but we can get over that. But yeah, so that's gonna be great. I'm really looking forward to this expansion. I know a lot of people quit because they're all like, oh, pandas, I don't like pandas, pandas are gay. I don't see a problem having pandas in the game. They're part of WoW lore, and so yeah, like what's the problem with that? I know the main thing that got me was there wasn't going to be like a main storyline, kind of like there was in vanilla. So that's kind of a whammy, but you know, I'm an open-minded person. I'm fine with anything pretty much. But it looks like our time's drawn to a close, so make sure you like and subscribe to me, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys.